I don't know, and it's gonna destroy me. What is it?
That's the red hot chili peppers.
Yeah, that's it.
Soul to squeeze.
Yeah.
I kind of messed it up there in some places, but
God, I can't.
That'd be a fun one to play too.
That's a good one. I'm an idiot. Hey everybody, welcome back to Great Measures. My name is Richard. This is Judson.
Great Measures.
Been a little while since we've done a Pantera song. We're gonna do the title track from the 1990 album Cowboys From Hell.
Okay.
That's really all I got for you.
Cowboys From Hell, Pantera. Long time ago.
1990.
All right then.
34 years ago.
All right then.
All right. Cowboys From Hell by Pantera. Ready to roll?
Get on with it, Richard.
Nobody touches us at all. Shout out, shoot out, spread fear of the without us. Living that attack, what's off the wheel? Spread the word throughout the land. They say, bad guys, we're black. We're taking cancer back. You see us coming and you all together run for cover. We'll take it over this town. Here it comes, reach for your gun and you better listen well. My friend, you see, it's best now down below. You and the Cowboys From Hell. Tears down again, we won. They talking no tall tales, but just I knew your doom would come and be out with the Cowboys From Hell. Sleep. Oh, village to village, tries to see, but better not take it out on me, cause your sound is found where your city used to be. So out of the darkness into the light, sparks fly everywhere inside from a double barrel 12 gauge. Can't lock me in your kind. You see us coming and you all together run for cover. We'll take it over this town. Here it comes, reach for your gun and you better listen well, my friend. You see it's best now down below. Aim at you with the Cowboys From Hell. Tears down, yeah we won. Ain't talking no tall tales, friend, cause I knew your doom would come and be out with the Cowboys From Hell. Tales, friend, cause I knew your doom coming me out with a Cowboys From Hell.
All right, so,
Go for it.
well, I'm going to try to explain myself well.
Okay.
I'm probably not. I'm probably going to piss people off.
That's okay.
But it is a Pantera video, so isn't that what it's about, pissing people off?
Sure, that's what they do.
All right.
Not all the time, but that's
Right. All right, so
the rebellious attitude.
I'm not a big fan of the lead singer.
Okay.
I just he has a definite style, definite voice, you know, when he does the other vocal stuff in there.
Just not for you.
No, I don't particularly it doesn't resonate with me all the way.
This was the earlier days of Pantera. This was
Yeah,
that.
but-
I'm not making an excuse. I'm just trying to
but
give
you
context. This was their first major label release.
But you
too.
can see where they have a definite crafted thing that is just them. And anybody that I know that likes Pantera, or even, there's also this like essence that comes through the music that is solely them. And if I was into this kind of thing and I was younger when they were doing it, I can see how I would be lifelong diehard Pantera for the rest of my life.
Sure.
I can see it. Okay?
Yeah.
I recognize that. I think that's awesome. Well, I do. Like any band, you know, you have songs that way, but whenever a band does that to you, there's something, they did something, you know? And it doesn't matter what they play. You can go see them at any time in your life, and it's like they could fart on stage. I don't care. I'm going to watch it. You know? And they're one of those bands that have that.
Absolutely.
And love the guitar work, man. That's the MVP, man.
Yeah.
Every time.
Don's a beast.
If there's anything that I get tired of listening to the vocalist sort of just sometimes the lyrical stuff to me, you know how you ever been to like I got this friend where I used to go drinking with. Short dude, not somebody that would be menacing to you. But if we were standing in a bar, and I'm not, you know, I'm not huge or anything.
Right.
I can hold my own.
Sure.
Especially drunk.
Yeah.
But I'm not looking for trouble.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not coming in there. This dude, a little short dude, right? People would walk past him and wouldn't even touch him. And he'd be like, what? You know, and before you know it, I'm like, bro, come on.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
But he wasn't putting up with nothing, even if it wasn't there.
Yeah.
And it sounds sometimes to me like that's this lead singer. What's his name, man?
Phil Anselmo.
Anselmo. Like he's just kind of picking fights all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
I think that's some of the appeal with him.
And I just don't personally. I'm like, come on, bro.
I get it. Yeah.
And just a lot of the use of what was he singing? Something I can tell you. What is he saying? I can tell you something. Like he's just telling you off the whole time.
Yeah.
You know. We're just gonna come mess you up just because.
Yeah.
I mean, all right.
Cowboys from Hell.
I mean, all right, whatever. No, at least
We're taking over this town.
Yeah, at least Cowboys were like, you know, polite. Yes, sir, or no, sir, about things.
According to the westerns from the 50s.
Yeah, some yeah.
According
John
to
Wayne was a
Gunsmoke.
nice guy. But,
Gunsmoke and the Rifleman.
yeah, Doc Holliday would pick a fight
Wagon Train.
unless you didn't know Latin. But,
Shout out to Clint Eastwood.
and Val Kilmer. But I don't know, that puts me off a little bit about him.
Yeah.
You know, just, I don't get in that mode of,
Yeah, the aggression.
you know, let me turn on a song and want to kick everybody's ass.
Yeah.
Or threaten to kick their asses,
Yeah.
really. But obviously there's an energy behind that. I get it. I'm not saying it's not for the people that it's for.
I think it just fits into the rebellious nature that is metal.
Yeah.
And the entirety of what, you know, if you were to sum up metal, I think in a few terms, I think rebellious is there just because you know, the essence of it in the beginning was rebellious against what music was.
Well, but that's what all music is in a sense from the beginning is rebellion. I'm all about rebellion.
Right. And I'm not trying to justify it. This is not my favorite Pantera song. His vocal style and this one is not as appealing to me as it is in others. The high screeching type stuff that he does, like, it just doesn't appeal to me. Like, I listen to this song. It's in the rotation of songs that I listen to from time to time. It'll come on my shuffle if I'm shuffling my playlist.
I wasn't sure if it was him at first.
Yeah, he's just all over the place, like from album to album. I mean, and you see it. You know, we did Floods months ago, and you mentioned his vocals then. You know, and they were that deeper kind of, which he was he was in the worst and the darkest of his heroin use, I think, at that time too. But
most heroin use is pretty dark.
Sure.
But I think that could be a good thing. Reinventing how you want to try to do something for a different piece being the album. You know, I can find artistic value in that. But I don't know. It's just, like I said, like, it just seems like that whole thing, you know, somebody standing there, you walk past, what'd you say?
Yeah, I think that was Pantera. I think that was him for sure.
Yeah. And I don't know. It doesn't appeal to me.
It's honest, in my opinion. Like, it's not a portrayal of someone else. You know what I mean? Like, it is him, and I respect that.
And I don't. And whatever, you can be whatever you want to be. Whatever. But it just doesn't resonate with me all the way.
Sure.
But
That's
what
fine.
keeps me in it is the music. You know, they're so crafted well with how he's playing his riffs and how they move. They're brothers. They were brothers.
Him and the drummer, yeah.
You can tell. You can tell that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's a connection there that.
Yeah, that's always a great thing. And I love that. And that keeps me in it. But when he starts coming in, singing, you know.
I kind of figured you would struggle with the lyrics and the vocals on this one, and that's fine. Like, it is what it is. I just wanted to.
I mean, whenever you hear somebody say, I don't think about it in the sense of like cowboys, like we were just talking about. You know, have you ever heard cops be like, you know, oh, he was a cowboy?
Yeah.
Or, that's the kind of cowboy I think that he's talking about.
Yeah.
Just some rowdy dude who just won't. He's just too drunk, man. Just go home.
Renegade type.
Just go home.
Yeah.
Sleep it off.
Yeah.
You know? And to always be in that mode, to me, is just, it must be exhausting. You know?
Yeah.
Listen to some Norah Jones for a second, Phil.
And he might.
Hang out with
That
Norah
might be his
Jones.
balance.
It'll just.
Maybe this is just
chill. It'll take you down a notch, you know. Wouldn't that be awesome if Pantera was covering a Norah Jones song?
That would be cool.
I would pay attention.
Or Norah Jones covering a Pantera song.
No, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Speaking of Norah Jones, this is completely off topic, but not really since you brought up Norah Jones. That cover interpretation of Black Hole Sun that she did right after Chris Cornell died is one of the most gut-wrenching,
Dude, she could sing.
beautiful. I know this has nothing to do with Pantera, but like, if you haven't seen that video, Norah Jones, Black Hole Sun, playing it live at a show, like 2 days after he died.
She can sing anything.
And it is like.
And I'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
I heard her one time. I was at a music festival. I think it was in Kansas. There was this music festival that I don't know if it still goes on. It's called Wakarusa, and it was in Kansas for a long time. And you know, nothing's in Kansas, and so they moved it to Arkansas. But I went the last year they were in Kansas, and a bunch of hippie stuff up there. I think Old Crow Medicine Show played up there. A band called Split Lip Rayfield, String Cheese played up there. Just some stuff that was going on. That was back in like 2004. So there was a whole, you know who Madashah? All right, he Madashah, yeah. He played. Michael Franti played. You know who that is?
I don't think so.
There was this whole crew of people. Vento Russo duo played. They're awesome. There was this whole crew of people that were in the scene at that time playing. And I think this was the show she played. I think this is the one. But I was wrecked. So I would go to these festivals, and once you got in and set up your tent and everything, I went to looking for the party.
Sure.
So if there was music Thursday, I'll miss Thursday. And there's a good chance I'm gonna miss part of Friday too. I'll wake up around Friday night maybe and go, where are we again? And that was just sort of what I did. And I shouldn't have done it that way, but I did. And I remember coming out of, I think it was Sunday morning, coming out of a haze or something, figuring out that I was still a person on whatever. As the sun was coming up and she started playing her set, and my mind was just, I was just thick with whatever hallucinogens and whatever else I'd eaten. I think we found some Valium to try to come down. And was sitting on a grassy hill as the sun was coming up listening to Norah Jones. Never forget it for the rest of my life. It's one of the first times I ever heard music and thought I saw the colors emanating out of the sky because of the music. And it turned from starlight to the sun coming up, dude. I was in tears back then. I remember laying there just, is this really music that I'm hearing, or am I hearing the sound of the landscape changing and its beauty? Thank you, Norah Jones. You saved my life once a long time ago.
While we're doing the Pantera video.
Oh, yeah.
It happens. All right, cool.
Rebel one way or the other.
So that was Cowboys From Hell by Pantera.
Sure was.
From the 1990 album of the same name, Cowboys From Hell. We are Great Measures. Thanks for watching. My name is Richard. This is Judson.
Great Measures.
Have a wonderful day, everybody.